Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Okay, you've read the title. I'm freaking out. Are you freaking out? Like, what's going on? Let me clarify. I thought we just needed to have a little sit down, a little chitty chat about a couple of things, mainly my feelings, because I've been dealing with something for a very long time and I feel like I need to put it out on the table. Oh, this is really hard. I really don't want to come off like I'm whining or complaining about everything, but I just thought that I could sit down today and be really real with you guys about what's been happening in my head and, you know, in my life. So grab a little snack, sit down, and let's have a little chitty chat. Before I start the video, I just want to say I'm not getting rid of my birds. They are my everything. I love them so much. My whole life revolves around this. I love my beans so much. I just want to put that out in the air right now that my birds are not going anywhere. I've got some notes here on my laptop too, by the way, so if you see me looking this way, I'm just trying to stay on track. This is going to be a big ramble sesh. It already is going to be. Even more so if I don't have notes in front of me. So, and a coffee. I'm gonna need 4 coffees after this video. I first started YouTube 2 years ago and it has been one of the best experiences of my life. I love making videos, I love editing videos, I love social media in general. Like, I think it is such a fun little thing to do, such a creative little outlet for me to have. I have grown so much as a person. I've grown my confidence, my ability to speak to others, my appearance. Like, if you look back at the other videos of me, that's not me, that's somebody else. And I'm so incredibly grateful for what social media has given to me, and I hope to continue growing and, you know, hitting all these different milestones in the future as well. But there's just one thing that has been at the back of my mind for probably a year now, and I just really wanted to talk about it with you guys because I feel like with this thing that is making me struggle, I feel like I can't continue on with all the things that I love with social media because this thing is holding me back, and hopefully you understand. All right, I'm gonna stop beating around the bush. Let's go. It feels like a cloud that is surrounding my head, and the bigger it gets, the more motivation I lose and the more depressed I become thinking about YouTube. And it just feels like this cloud is growing and growing and growing because I keep having this thought in the back of my mind and comments to prove otherwise that I'm just not going in the right direction right now, and something has to change. So I've got this cloud over my head, right, and it keeps telling me that I need to keep making content that people loved 2 years ago, which is my educational bird content, and I'm not allowed to make anything else because the YouTube algorithm hates it. Like, YouTube only wants me to make educational bird videos because that is what is pushing and gathering interest from a variety of people. So YouTube is like, yes, keep that coming. In my head and within my life for the past year, it has been dragging me down, and it sent me into this downward spiral where I am just no longer happy doing YouTube anymore. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I can't create content that I want to do. I have to create content that a small aspect of people want because YouTube won't push out anything else of mine unless it's educational bird content. So I feel like I'm stuck, and you guys probably know where this is going. So yeah. I have just lost all forms of motivation for YouTube, and it started to feel more like a chore instead of a hobby that I used to love and enjoy. Even the content that I do make for myself, I just find myself not being happy about it, just because in the back of my mind I'm like, people just really want bird educational videos. They don't really want to see me or anything to do with me. Like, what's the point of me doing this? Like, it's something that used to bring me so much joy 2 years ago when I was creating it, but I try and create it now and I get depressed instantly just thinking about, like, it's such a weird struggle to have because, yeah, there's a lot of problems in the world that are much worse than mine right now, but like, I'm really struggling with this, and that's why I'm talking to you guys about it. I'm not trying to take that away from the world just for my like little complaining session over here. I just feel like I need to talk about this because so I can close this door. When I first started YouTube 2 years ago, I really wanted to become a lifestyle vlogger, or, you know, someone that did clothing hauls or decor hauls, someone that would do day in the lives and just like fun little videos like that. And for some reason one day I made a cockatiel care video because I was like, oh my god, I love cockatiels, I can share my knowledge with the world, it's okay. And that accidentally blew up. It's such a bad video, I have no idea how it blew up, but it accidentally turned me into an educational bird YouTuber. I just kept growing, and I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's be an educational bird YouTuber. Little did I know it was gonna send me into a depressive state for the next year and a half. I just really want to take a massive step back and try and continue what I originally wanted to do on YouTube, not what I accidentally got myself into. I just really want to do videos that I'm going to enjoy and that others are going to enjoy as well. But for so long I felt like I haven't been able to do that because they only care about my birds. Like, they don't care about me, they don't know my name, you know, they don't care about the 30+ hours I put into filming and editing every single week to make a video entertaining for them. Like, they don't care about that at all. And that is what has caused me to go into this downward spiral that is nagging at my brain constantly, you know. Oh, thank you. I like to imagine she said something nice then. It probably wasn't, but that's fine. It doesn't help that I would also get comments pretty much every second week reminding me that this was true. So I would get comments, and I still do, and DMs about how people don't care about what I'm saying or what I'm doing. Like, they only want to see this and that's about it. Like, they don't care about this, and like, it's fine, but at the same time it kind of hurts. And that's why I took a step back probably about 6 months ago. I actually made a video explaining my situation, and that video has now been taken down because, one, I looked ugly as hell in it. Not a vibe. And two, I just feel like I didn't really get the point across. I feel like I didn't make any sense whatsoever, and people weren't really understanding the situation either. And I also explained in that video that my educational bird content, it brought a lot of growth and a lot of positivity, but it also brought heaps of negativity I just wasn't prepared for. I mean, no one is really prepared for hate comments, but this was just insane. And the weird thing was, it was only ever bird content that would bring the negativity. It wasn't anything else I filmed. It was only the bird videos. And like, I understand as an internet personality, like, you're gonna get hate, like, it's inevitable, it's gonna happen, like, you just gotta deal with it. And I can deal with hate comments, I can deal with criticism, but these bird videos, they brought on death threats, and homie, I'm just not keen for that, you know. Like, so if you don't know, I made it aware on Instagram and on my YouTube community page probably like 6 months ago as well. I uploaded a bird video where I cleaned my bird cage, and it was a nice little video. I forgot to put some information in it that I had already explained in my other cockatiel videos, and I thought I wouldn't have to repeat myself, so I just left it out. In doing that, I received a lot of hate because people thought that I was treating my birds bad. I had a lot of comments saying that I either abused my birds or that they were in poor health condition, and I don't know about you guys, but you know, nothing about their physical or mental state tells me that they're abused or in bad ownership. So I just felt really overwhelmed with that video, and like, you go back and watch it, there's nothing wrong with the video, like, it's completely fine. And then the worst thing happened, and I ended up getting death threats from that video on my Instagram. And I got a couple of DMs basically saying the same thing. And it was just saying to unlive myself before I unlive my birds, kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, that's the last straw for me. That's done it. So after that happened, I had developed this hatred towards making educational bird content, and just bird content in general. I didn't want to do it. For a good couple of months, I just didn't do any kind of bird content. I had my birds sitting here with me, and like, I'd edit their little voiceover. I just didn't focus on bird content, and it felt really nice, actually. Like, just not having to worry what other people wanted and just doing what I wanted to create. The thing is though, my other social media accounts, so Instagram and TikTok, they have both grown with me and accepted that I'm not posting bird content 24/7. And I really enjoy that. I'm having so much fun, you know, doing my own little thing, all while posting bird content here and there. And I feel like it's a very fun and gorgeous environment that I've created on Instagram and TikTok. And like, that's what I wanted for YouTube as well. But for some reason, YouTube is so stuck on the fact that I'm not making educational bird content anymore that it's punishing me for it. And some of you have been really mad about it. Thankfully I didn't get death threats this time, but I just got a lot of comments and a lot of DMs basically saying like, what are you doing? We don't want to see your content, we want to see the birds content. Like, what's going on? Why don't you post your birds anymore? This is what I signed up for, and we just want to see Emma and Charlie. we don't want to see you. We don't care what you're talking about. We don't care what, you know, you brought from the store. Like, we just want to see Emma and Charli. And of course, if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you will know that I definitely don't exclude my cockatiels from anything. I'm posting my cockatiels on my story constantly. Like, I think it's at that point where it's annoying. They're pretty much in all of my carousel posts. Like, I'm definitely not excluding them in any single way. So I don't know what those people are talking about when they say, I'm not posting Emma and Charli. Like, I definitely am. It's just not 24/7 like you're expecting it. And now here I am telling you guys about how I do not want to do educational bird videos anymore. And I just want to focus on things that I want to do and create the new niche that I want to be a part of, which is like vlogging with a hint of bird, which is what I originally wanted to do when I started YouTube. Like, my YouTube channel is going to stay the exact same, except I'm just not going to have these videos anymore. I'm still gonna have bird content, but they're going to appear more like this instead. So, like, I'm not getting rid of the bird content 100%. I'm just getting rid of the educational bird videos because it's just not bringing me happiness anymore. It hasn't for a very long time. I'm gonna be honest, the bird community is so toxic. I've been on the internet for a very long time and I've had my fair share of different communities that I've been in, but the bird community is by far the most toxic community I've ever been a part of. People just think they're better than other people because they know more knowledge about things, or, you know, they're too stubborn to change their ways kind of thing. Like, and that can be within content creators, or that can be within fans of those content creators. Like, it's just such a toxic environment. And that's also another reason why I'm taking a step back. There's a YouTuber that goes by the name of Pretty Pastel Please. She does like hauls and reviews for clothes, Wish products, you know, like a bunch of random stuff. But she always has this gorgeous Electus parrot on her shoulder, and, you know, it just kind of chills with her. You know, it has little dialogue, it talks, you know, it hangs out with her while she films her videos. And like, I love that so much. And like, that's gonna be me. Like, that's what I want to be. It's so relaxing. Just like, I don't know. I just love the mixed content there. So yeah, I think that's all out on the table. I think I've explained myself well enough to, I mean, I don't have to explain myself. I didn't have to do this whole video, but I really just wanted to put it out on the table because I have had a lot of DMs and a lot of comments being like, are you like making bird content? Like, what's the deal? And I feel like I am making bird content, but it's just not the educational stuff that a lot of you do want. And it's just not for me anymore. Like, I'm a completely different person than I was 2 years ago when I first started YouTube, and I feel like this video was for a very small niche of people who are on my subscribers list, because I know a lot of you are very understanding and you do understand the path that I'm trying to take, but I still do have a few stragglers that are like, what are you doing? Like, I don't care about you. Where's the birds? And hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from and why I don't want to do that anymore. And hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy my other content as well, because as I said, my birds are not going anywhere. They're still staying. I feel like I've finally closed the door that I've been trying to close for such a long time. Like, the weight off my shoulders right now, it feels freeing. Like, who is this gal? She's ready to continue her journey with social media. Like, she's ready to go. But yeah, I hope to see you guys come along on this journey with me. I know it was a very confusing video and it was a lot to take in, but hopefully it made some kind of sense, because I really just had to get my feelings out on the table. I couldn't keep thinking that everything was okay. Like, YouTube just made me feel so sad. Whereas I was having so much fun on Instagram and TikTok, it made me realize that something wasn't adding up. So I had to come over here and talk to you guys. I do understand that, you know, you subscribe for something from someone, and if they're not giving that to you, then you don't want to kind of stick around. That's fine. I completely understand. But like, don't be mean about it, all right? Like, if your favorite YouTuber stops doing something that you love, like, just see if they're okay. Just send them a message and be like, hey, I realized you haven't been making these videos. Like, are you okay? Like, has something happened? Or, you know, what's happening? Like, don't just be like, give this to me. I want it now. You suck. Like, I love you guys so much. I'm so incredibly grateful for where I'm standing today. You know, if it wasn't for that stupid bird video that blew up, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today. I could be on a whole different path, who knows? But I'm so grateful to be in this position right now with 21,000 subscribers. Like, You guys have no idea how happy it makes me to just wake up every day, you know, go on Instagram, go on TikTok, go on YouTube and talk to you guys. Like, it's so much fun and I love it. Well, that's all I had to really talk about. So we're gonna end it there. Okay.